Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for April 2022. And don't forget, if you ever want to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Now, before we get started, I do want to mention there are some special astrology aspects that I am saving for separate videos because April's got a lot going on and I don't want this to turn into a 45-minute astrologer incoherent ramble. And I want you to be able to retain information. So we're going to talk about Jupiter conjunct Neptune and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn separately. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. And if you are subscribed, you'll know when those videos come out. So what is going on when it comes to your April? Well, we start off with a new moon in Aries on the 1st in your 9th house of higher education, government, legal proceedings, travel, culture, as well as your spiritual path and practice, and your overall reach when it comes to opening up the world for you. So a new moon is all about new beginnings and new cycles, and it carries a strong effect window from the 1st through the 15th, right? All lunations, new moons and full moons, have a 2-week focus. And you're getting a chance to step into a whole new world as it relates to either your spiritual path and practice, your career, your general market, or maybe even your academic or educational life. We're also seeing that this is opening up opportunities for you to make some huge moves or huge jumps to explore a different climate or a different environment in these areas that's going to really help you move on up. With a new moon here, though, it's going to be time for a lot of you Leo people to be ready to adapt because there is going to be a new door opening that's going to really elevate you in terms of not only your ability to have a greater influence over what's going on in these areas of your life, but you're also going to be seeing a whole new circle, a whole new entourage that you're going to be working with showing up here as well. This can also be a beautiful time for anyone who is looking to plan or get ready for some kind of major move or travel opportunities down the road. And a lot of you that are out there, working, thinking about your spiritual practice, right? As a spiritual practitioner, really getting involved in applied metaphysics, you may also find that this is a time where a lot of cool new abilities start turning on, and you're getting a chance to sample a whole new world in that respect. So a lot of you Leo people, whether it's the spiritual, professional, academic, or social, are getting a chance to claim a new territory for yourselves. We also have the Sun and Mercury here throughout the first half of the month. And you're going to be noticing some major transitions going on as far as sensibilities, rules, bylaws, or just cultural understandings are concerned around you. The Sun is bringing attention, enhancement, and support your way, and you're going to be finding that this is a very strong time to propagate yourself. Are you thinking about maybe sending your CV out and all over? Are you looking to market something, popularize something, draw awareness to something that's really important to you? This is also a time with the Sun in Aries where a lot of you are getting a chance to trade out a lot of networks, a lot of resources, a lot of contacts for, let's just say, support that is more current and up to date with where you are and where you are going. And Mercury is transforming the terms of a lot of commitments, a lot of agreements, or a lot of contracts that you may have been working with so far in order to speed up your growth and the acquisition of wealth and prominence for yourself as well. So it's a really, really cool month for you Leo people because we're seeing the world transform. A lot of understandings, a lot of laws of the land, everything is going through a massive alteration. A lot of trends are shifting. Market, cultural, and social sensibilities are evolving away from what they've been the last few years. And so it's like you're watching your career, your spiritual life, your social life, all areas of your life get turned upside down and then right side up in a way that is superior to what you've been working with, possibly even this last decade. We also have Mars in Aquarius for the first half of the month. This is your 7th house of partnerships, closest one-on-one connections. That's your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your closest one-on-one involvements with. And with a Mars move through the 7th house, right? The planet of action, passion, energy, and obstacle clearing. This is a time where a lot of your closest one-on-one connections get a chance to become even more close and even more involved, because Mars is all about helping us step into a deeper kind of bonding, a deeper kind of friendship with one another. Mars does not want there to be walls where there don't need to be walls, socially, professionally, emotionally, romantically. And so you're going to find that throughout the course of the first half of this month, you are getting a chance to become better friends with all of your closest one-on-one connections, which of course, not only brings in deeper intimacy, deeper understanding, but it helps us as well to bring longevity to situations that may be new or beginning, maybe a new chapter as well with this action. Now, Mars can sometimes create some collisions every once in a while because we are also going to be doing a lot of purging of old business or old stories or old walls or old obstacles, whether it's obstacles to making a partnership work, whatever kind of partnership it is, or maybe obstacles that we have been carrying as a partnership or carrying as a friendship or carrying as a relationship for some time. And so sometimes this could be a bit uncomfortable, but Mars is, again, it's helping us do it for everybody's own good. We also have Venus entering Pisces, your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy and maybe erotic language, as well as your self-employment earnings. And this is going to be a big flavor of not only the first half of the month, but also going well into May. Venus is the planet of favor, popularity, love, and affection. And when we have Venus in the 8th house, we are getting a chance to start drawing in and attracting a lot more wealth to ourselves through our supplemental or self-employment income or investment income. You may be noticing certain things becoming more valuable. You may be noticing that you're making more money in terms of, say, commissions, incentive programs, tips, and sales. You may be noticing as well with Venus in the 8th house, partner contributions, whether it's a spouse's contributions or maybe it's a business partner's contributions, are also on the increase. So we're going to actually have a very luxurious April. This is also really strong for love and romance because a lot of you Leo people are also getting a chance to meet some intimate and romantic needs that have not had a chance to be explored or be met in quite some time, because Venus is all about bringing that there as well. If there is maybe a hunger that's not necessarily been satisfied, or maybe there is a way that you would like to change up the intimate language that you have with a partner, or you'd like to, if you are available, attract somebody who's more intimately compatible than maybe a previous partner, this is going to be your month. We also have this attracting in not only new love, but also clearing away any kind of fears or discomforts around this matter as well. The second half of the month, we've got Mercury entering Taurus, your 10th house of career, upward mobility, your status and your station. And with Mercury here, we've got this big focus on speeding up your growth, right? This is all about promoting you. Mercury is bringing in fast wealth. Mercury is also bringing in a lot of opportunities for you to start getting on an inside track when it comes to maybe a promotion or maybe a big growth spurt when it comes to your personal business or an enterprise you are working on. This is also going to draw in a lot of fast, really easy to complete assignments that are going to be adding up your credibility as well as your, fattening up your wallet. And we also have Mars moving into Pisces, that 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy and self-employment monies. Mars in the 8th house is making it very hot for you in the second half of the month because Mars is all about releasing inhibitions when it comes to intimate self-expression. And a lot of you Leo people are going to be having a lot of fun with that, but I don't want this to get too smutty, so we'll also talk about the practical side of things. You can just use your imaginations. Mars in the 8th house is also a time where you're going to find that a lot of non-salary, non-hourly income is gaining even more for you. It's actually starting to build up even faster than it was before. And with Venus there, it's doubly so. However, with Mars, I want you to pay attention. Sometimes things have a tendency to grow too fast or get a little bit out of control, and we want to make sure that we are not making promises we can't keep when it comes to taking on new gigs, new money, new big projects. Always make sure your eyes and your stomach are in alignment with one another. The same thing also applies when it comes to borrowing money or taking out any kind of venture capital. You might not need as much as you think, and we just want to make sure that we are being smart risk takers, not reckless risk takers. And the same thing, of course, can apply to relationship situations. So we want to make sure that we are keeping our heads on straight and not letting any kind of, emotions or desires do the thinking and talking. We have a full moon the second half of the month as well. On the 16th, the full moon in Libra, your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, anything relating to your peer group, possibly some casual collaborations, as well as your local community or your closer non-friendship community, but let's just say a tight social network. And a full moon is all about culminations and transitions. And so between the 16th and the 29th of the month, it's a great time for a lot of you who are looking to maybe release yourself from some kind of commitment, affiliation, contract, or binding agreement that has controlled or limited you in some way. This could be a financial obligation. This could be a professional or social association. This may be something that you had committed to or held onto in the past, but it is now repelling or keeping out of reach better opportunities. A full moon in Libra is great if you want to get out of a contract like that, or you want to get out of a lease, or you want to get out of an employment agreement, or you want to, whatever you want to get out of that you know you don't need to finish or is already finished, right? We don't always have to finish what we started. We don't have to live with any mistakes either. And this is going to be the month for you to do a bit of a purge, a bit of a jailbreak for you Leo people. Finally, we also have the sun moving into Taurus, that 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, your station, and promotions. And we also have a solar eclipse in Taurus as well on the 30th of the month. The sun will be here through May, and then the solar eclipse's energy is affecting everybody from the 30th of April through the 30th of July. So we've got some really positive long-term aspects for you career-wise. The sun is bringing attention, enhancement, and support to your entire work life and how you make your mark on the world. You're going to be trading out a lot of old normals, things that may have gotten tired or things that are no longer giving the value that you should be getting, or maybe you're just trading it out for things that are offering more value to you in the first place. These could be, again, social contacts, but I also feel like with the sun in the 10th house, you are becoming better known for maybe a line of work, a talent, an ability, or a certain proclivity that you have that sets you apart from other people in a way where you can also be more yourself, feel more at home in your vocation, feel more at home among peers and your field. This is also going to be a time where a lot of you Leo people are getting celebrated for your work in a much bigger and more authentic way. You may be finding that over the course of this coming 3 months, this is also going to be amplified by that solar eclipse in Taurus, because a solar eclipse is still a new moon, but it's just stronger, right? It's still about new beginnings and new cycles. And we're setting up a huge new trend for you. A lot of you may be taking on some kind of new job opportunity, or you may be finding that a business plan that you are connected to is going through a major burgeoning process. Some of you may find that during this time a huge promotion is in order, or a brilliant transition opportunity that you can take to start working in, let's just say, a more prominent or more rewarding corner of your field is also going to be on the table. This is about moving you on up and out of, familiar territory though, because this new moon, solar eclipse in Taurus, is also giving you a huge jump, not only in your status and your earning power, but it may ask you as well to start paying attention to another way to do your job, or maybe a different career path that you've already entertained or you've already been working on finally getting a chance to have its day. So pay attention to who's giving you the golden ticket as we get to the end of this month and into May. So that is what I've got for you Leo people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.